Okay. Hello everybody, this is General Snivy and welcome to my new Let's Play. Welcome everybody to the Mario Kart 64 playthrough. Oh boy, this has been a really long time coming. And hello Working Shawario, welcome to the stream. Anywho, Mario Kart 64, I have a really fond history when it comes to this game. Not so fond about my internet taking a dump. But anyway, as I was saying, this game right here was the second Nintendo 64 game that I've ever owned. Granted, this came out like in, what was it again, 1996 or 97? 1996, that's when this game came out. The other game I gotten along with the N64 system was, of course, Super Mario 64, because if you're not an N64 owner, you gotta put Super Mario 64 within your collection somehow. Alright. Welcome to frickin' Mario Kart, everyone. And oddly enough, after all these years since owning the game back in 1996, the game still works perfectly fine as if it was brand new. And as you can see, I've already practically unlocked everything that there is to offer within this game. And I've done that a really long time ago, and to be quite frank, it's been several years since I've last played this game. Nowadays, I usually play the newer Mario Kart games like Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And really, I haven't played too many other Mario Kart games since. I mean, the other most recent game I played was Mario Kart Wii. Choose your player. Okay. I love that quote as well. Anywho, how am I going to handle this playthrough? Well, basically, there are 4 different ways you can play this game, either with 1 player, 2 player, 3 players, or 4 players. 1 and 2 players have access to the Mario Grand Prix modes, and the 1 player game only has access to time trials. No other mode has access to time trials, unfortunately. We also have access to options, which usually revolve around changing your sound mode from stereo to mono, and headphones, headphones, mono, and stereo. And I'm going to keep it on stereo because really that's all I really have for a sound system anyway. And copy N64 controller pack. I think what this does is that any time trials you have saved onto your game cart, you can copy to your controller pack. Okay, controller 2 does not have N64 controller pack set. Okay, so this is a bit complicated. I guess you need to hook up another N64 controller to the player 2 port, make sure an N64 controller pack is inserted, and I think you can copy over everything. And of course this allows you to erase all save data. All save data will be permanently erased. I'm not going to be doing that. That's just pointless. And R, which is data, you can view all the data of all your best times from time trials. And look at every track that is here. How am I going to be handling this playthrough exactly? Well, of course I will be sticking with the 1-player Mario Grand Prix. And how I'm going to be handling these streams, it's going to work like this. For this stream today, my plan is to cover 50cc and 100cc. And then tomorrow I'll be covering 150cc and extra. So this will be a really short playthrough, if things go according to plan. But, you know Mario Kart, sometimes it loves to throw blue shells, lightning bolts, and just completely mess up your face in the worst timing imaginable. So here we go, Mario Grand Prix, let us begin now. And since this is Mario Kart 64, our character roster is limited. And basically how I'm going to be handling this, since there's 8 characters and there are 4 cups, and since I'm going to be covering each and every single... what about 300cc? Okay, my game just crashed. Hang on a second, folks. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. Okay, let's try that again. This time, hopefully without any, any electro tempo music. You know, with any N64 or any retro console game without having to blow into the cartridge to make it work again. Okay, back to what I was saying before. How I'm going to handle this. Since there are 4 cups and there are 8 characters, I'm going to play as one character for 2 cups straight through, and when I begin the second half of the game and the second half of cups, I'll be switching to another character. Oddly enough, that crash that occurred not that long ago, first time that this game has crashed since 1996. I am dead serious. Oh boy. How many years? Let's see, 06, 16, 22 years, and I never had a crash issue. Until now. Well, there you go. Who are we going to begin with first? I think I'm going to go with Wario, because I'm gonna win. Why not, right? So anywho, the 4 cups in which this game has to offer are Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and Special Cup. Don't expect anything like Acorn Cup or Leaf Cup or anything of the sort until future Mario Kart games. And oddly enough, Mario Kart 64 was my very first Mario Kart game. What was your first Mario Kart game? Sound off in either the comments section down below in the YouTube version, or if this is if you're watching this live, tell me in the chat what was your first Mario Kart game. I would love to hear what you all have to say. So, I guess with that in mind, let's begin Mushroom Cup 50cc. Let's do this. Welcome to Luigi Raceway, the first race of Mario Kart 64. And here we go. Usually whenever I play Mario Kart 64, I tend to have the camera more like this. Also, the drifting mechanic of this game it's a bit primitive, to say the least. And the reason for that is because if you hold the drift for too long, then you'll just spin out and go flying to Venus. Going with Wario, good choice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Workin' Show Wario. Anyway, how the hell did you do that? Man, I love doing that. Controls for the game is extremely simple, and basically anyone can pick up the game and play, but it is difficult to master. The best way of going around all of these tracks really is drifting, and the drifting mechanic works kind of like this. You begin a drift and not crash into the wall like a freaking idiot. Come on, get off the damn wall! Jeez. Oh dear. That's not gonna end well. Man, I love doing that as well. Super Mario Kart. Nice choice for a starting point. Speaking of which, I do own the game. And right now the game is actually on my Wii U via the Wii's Virtual Console. May we have a moment of silence and press F to pay respects for the Wii U Virtual Console, as it has shut down recently. Okay. Anywho, the reason why I have Super Mario Kart on my Wii Virtual Console was because back when Club Nintendo was a thing, I used some points that I had saved up on the service to essentially get the game for free. So there we go. I got Super Mario Kart sitting on my Wii U. I just wonder if I'll be able to play it. But anyway, back to what I was saying before with the drifting, is you begin a drift and move the analog stick within a certain direction. Essentially works kind of like this. Hopefully there we go, that's how it's done. Essentially, while you're turning right, hit the analog stick in the opposite direction of where you're going and tap it at least 2 or 3 times to get the red E skid marks, and once you get them, release the drift button and you'll be flying. You'll be going forwards faster. You'll be going quite a ways faster. This does get more and more difficult to execute properly, and it gets more and more difficult to execute that properly in later cups. Anyway, what I did there was, if I happen to hit a banana, before I spin out, slam on the brakes. Slam on them, like slam frickin' jam them, and doing so until a little music note appears allows you to essentially bypass the effects of the banana. If you happen to hit it indirectly, then that'll happen. However, if you do end up hitting a banana directly, not like that, but if you hit it directly, then... oh, that was close. If you hit a banana directly, you will spin out no matter what. And spinning out is not something that you want to do within any Mario Kart game ever. Well, you played this game on emulation. When you say emulation, you mean like, say, Project 64 or something along those lines? Or do you mean the Wii U Virtual Console? As for me, I typically try to stay away from emulators as much as possible and try to play games on their original hardware. But if I own something on, say, Virtual Console, then I'll play that version. Like, for example, I do own Donkey Kong Country on the Virtual Console, as well as Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Kong Quest. If I do... Project 64. Okay. That makes sense. What was I saying before? Dang it. Okay, probably not a good idea to drift there. Come here, Donkey Kong! Man, I love doing that. Anyway, I guess I'll start talking about the green shells. Single green shells can be fired in 2 separate directions, either forward or behind you. If you want to fire it behind you, hold down on the analog stick and then release the Z button. If you want to just fire it forward, just simply release the Z button and don't do anything else with the analog stick. I mean, sure, you can hold left or right or drift or do whatever you want. Just as long as the analog stick isn't held down, then you'll fire the turtle shell forward. However, bananas work a bit differently. If you want to throw a banana forward, you have to hold forward on the analog stick and throw it, just like that. However, if you want to just simply drop it behind you, like you really should do with those things anyway, if you want to just drop a banana behind you, just don't hold forward on the analog stick and just simply release the Z button, and you'll be fine. I don't even know how I grabbed that before him, but whatever. When it comes to shortcuts of this game, I don't even know how many I'll be able to nail throughout the course of this playthrough, but I will nail as many as I can when the time is right for them to even be executed. Fun fact, when it comes to this track, I believe this track in particular made a reappearance in Mario Kart 7 for the 3DS. Yeah, I was just getting to that. Thank you for the info, though. Anyway, the scoring system, how this works, is for every first place win that you get 9 points. How many you get for second, third, and fourth? Well, fourth place, I believe you get 1 point. Third place, I believe you get 3, and second place you get 6, maybe. I'll have to look at the scoring again upon finishing the next race. Speaking of racing, I will do my best to try to win each and every single one of these cups, but don't count on me actually doing so all the time. I will do my best to try to do so, but you never know. You never know what will happen in the world of Mario Kart. Mario Kart can be really, really random, especially with item pickups. By the way, you can stop an item roulette wheel early just simply by pushing the Z button. One thing I definitely do like about the game, at least in the terms of game mechanics, is if you happen to hit a wall, you're not going to be magnetized to it. It's not like future Mario Kart games where that actually happens. Also, I failed to drift miserably there. While in like future Mario Kart games like Mario Kart Wii, that would have been perfectly fine and perfectly suitable drift. But Mario Kart 64's drifting system, not so much. Now, when it comes to this game, I am definitely not a drifting master. That's for sure. Drifting is just something I'm never really that good at when it comes to this particular game. I mean, future titles are a different story, but this one, I typically don't rely on drifts very much. And when I do rely on them, when I do use them, I do try to execute them to the best of my abilities. A lot of times, however, they just simply don't work out. Usually they send me flying to the dirt, or I fail miserably. If you feel like that your drift isn't going too well, you can always release the drift early by releasing the drift button, which is the R button. But, hey, I'm just saying. Take that. I win. I guess one other thing worth pointing out is that if you happen to have a triple green shell combination, like a triple green shell shield, you cannot fire those behind you. You have to fire them forward. You have no choice. Okay, so yeah, second place is 6 points, third place is 3 points, fourth place is 1 point. And with that, we got a perfect score of 36 and won our first cup. Well, granted, this was 50cc, so that's almost a guarantee. But hey, that's just me. And so, with that first place win, we make our way to the front of Peach's castle, which is the same one used from Super Mario 64, by the way. Really nice touch. I always loved driving around the castle grounds. I always do. Always did. It's always fun to do that. Just a shame that when this track was brought back in Mario Kart 8, you can't do that anymore. Now it's just purely background decoration. Thank you! I'm a Wario! I'm gonna win! There we go. That's the first cup down. Onward to the next one, which is the Flower Cup. And let's head on off to Toad's Turnpike. One of the most fun and chaotic tracks in the entire game. Fun fact, this particular track was brought back in Mario Kart 8. What makes this fun and chaotic is the traffic. During the first 3 different CC calibrations, 50, 100, and 150cc, you'll be racing alongside the traffic heading in the forward direction. However, the reverse or extra cup, holy crap, this track gets a lot harder. And I don't want to spoil the surprise, not until we get to it. That's where the real fun of this game truly begins. And I'm really looking forward to it. I just noticed that the camera seems like whenever... I love that. Seems like whenever you start a new cup, the camera just resets back to its default position, which is okay, and it is suitable for some people, but I'm not one of those people. I prefer to have a wider fish-eyed view, if anything. It seems to be like this strange stigma within me, like, because of this view, I've always felt like I was going faster with this view. This was when I was a little kid thinking that, but nowadays that's not the case. Surprised my shell didn't even hit me. Usually that happens. Take that. Anywho, piece of advice is try to hold at least one item behind you practically at all times, because the enemy players or the opposing racers, they just love to creep up on you and try to get in front of you. And that's because this game's AI functions on a rubber banding system, meaning that the further you are ahead, the closer the opposition is to you. However, if you fall behind, then for some weird reason, the leader just shoots way out in front to the point where you cannot recover. I mean, you can get back up and get a decent position, sure, but once the leader takes over and essentially flies like halfway across the track, there's really no recovery unless you do some game-breaking glitches. Speaking of which, there is a pretty big game-breaking shortcut you can take on this course, and that is jumping out of the highway, landing in the grass within a particular point on a certain point in this track on the bridge, and Lakitu will put you down about halfway across the track. So, there you go. Just another shortcut you can utilize if you know how to execute it correctly. If you don't execute it correctly, well then, oh boy, you're gonna be sitting for quite a while trying to make a serious recovery. And trying to make any sort of recovery whatsoever in Mario Kart 64, it's gonna be a difficult one. Alright, next track. Next track on our plate is Frappe Snowland. Anyway, this particular course, I believe, made a comeback in Mario Kart Wii And I think it was brought back for another Mario Kart game, though I don't quite remember which one. Did I seriously steal another Boo from another player? Wow, I need to go out and play the damn lottery. Because usually that does not happen ever. That's like a 1 in a million chance. Oh crap. Anyway, this particular course is quite dangerous due to the snowman mines that are placed throughout the entire course. Run into one and you're gonna be sent flying into the sky. There's also another pretty big game-breaking shortcut that can be executed here. However, I guess I'll try to save that for time trials because I never actually done it myself. But it involves the way how this game determines, no, basically the game runs on a checkpoint system. Oh shoot! Ah, damn it! Well, that stinks. I'm sure I'll be able to come back from this. I mean, it is 50cc after all. Yeah. See? I came back just fine. Anyway, the shortcut is if you hop onto the back up towards the bridge, towards the back of the course, like towards the very end of it, jump off the bridge at a certain point into the deep snow and drive off into the sunset until Lap 2 puts you back onto the course. Then, for some weird reason, when he puts you down, that counts as a lap. Why is that exactly? Checkpoints, I guess. I'm not 100% sure how that's supposed to work. But it's really weird. It honestly is really, really weird how this game works and handles the checkpoint system and stuff. But hey. I'm not exactly someone who knows about every single shortcut in this entire game. I need a quick drink. Ugh, man, I needed that. Alright, next place, here we go. Choco Mountain! I believe this track was brought back in Mario Kart DS as a retro track. I believe Mario Kart DS was where this track made its return. Which is always nice to see. I always like little throwback tracks like this. Well, I don't think I hit my intended target, but at least I hit someone else. Oh, come on. Really? Fun fact, on 50cc, and only in 50cc, there's a guardrail placed here, so you don't need to worry about falling into the ravine below, or even back to an earlier point in the course, like there. However, on 100cc onward, that guardrail is removed. So it is possible to utilize a pretty big shortcut if you happen to time it right. It's like you have to get a good bounce and bounce to like the upper part of the course. However, there is a pretty high chance that can result in failure, and thus you'll lose a lot of time if you happen to fail the trick. And again, it can only be done on like 100cc onward. What am I drinking? Well, for what I'm drinking today, I'm drinking Diet Snapple Raspberry Tea. I've been drinking a lot of Diet Snapple lately because, well, Mom thinks that it's better for you than, say, diet sodas. And I have to say that it is better for you. Is it really that much better? That remains to be decided. But I still like the tea nonetheless. It's really good tea. You really should give it a try. Best of all, it doesn't actually taste like tea. At least most flavors don't. There are some flavors where tea, the flavor of actual tea does mix in, like say half and half, like half lemonade, half tea, but for the most part you don't taste the tea, you only taste the fruity substance that is associated with it. Ah, damn. Well, that could have gone better. Dang it. Whatever. Second place, I'll take it. It's not like there's any sort of grading system whatsoever when it comes to judging your performance. All this game is about is winning. As long as you happen to win most of the races, then you're perfectly fine. And as long as you win the cup, that's all that really matters. You can unlock everything that way. Dang it, missed. Whoa! Okay, how close was that? I gotta say, pretty dang close. Get out of here. Oh, pfft, dang it! Fun fact, this track made its return, I believe, in Mario Kart Wii. And it also was featured in Mario Kart DS, I think? I'm not too sure. But anyway, you may be wondering, what did I do there? How did I get those little angelic wings? Well, how I did that was, if you happen to ride upon someone's bumper and ride upon it for a while, you'll gain a little speed boost, allowing you to get around them more easily. However, if you happen to slip off, then the slipstream fails. Oh my god, get away from me. Get over here, thank you. See how you like the bananas, boy. Oh, that was a failed drift. But anyway, drifting is a pretty good idea when it comes to certain turns. Oh god, come on! Well, this isn't gonna end well. Or maybe it is. We'll have to wait and see. There we go! Redemption! That was pretty dang close. That's for sure. And with our final score, it is 33. Here's a little fun fact for you. If you happen to tie with someone, like say you get second place along with another person, then how it works is that player prioritization then takes place. If you tie with a computer player within a certain position, like first place or second place, then you automatically get first place while the CPU gets second place. However, I think when it comes to two human players, and if they somehow tie with each other, then it goes by port prioritization. So, whoever is player 1, or whoever has like controller port 1, is the winner if player 1 and player 2 tie. However, say player 2 and player 3 tie, then player 2 wins. And it goes like this all the way up till player 4. I think that's how it works anyway, but I do know it works with the player prioritization when it comes to regular computer players. Human players win automatically no matter what, if they happen to tie against a computer player. Alright, as for the next couple of cups, let's go with DK. Time for the Star Cup, and let's go. When it comes to the second half, this is where the difficulty of the game really starts to go up. And behold, everyone, one of the longest tracks in Mario Kart history, and one of the longest tracks in the entire game, Wario Stadium. Wario Stadium may not be everyone's favorite track, but there is a pretty big shortcut that you can take on the course to really cut down on some time. However, you need a certain character in order to actually execute it properly. And if you can actually take it one step further by jumping the fence twice. And essentially, how it works, at the very start of the race, on the first ramp, the first dirt ramp that you can take, if you happen to jump against the wall and jump over the wall, then you can land like right around here. But if you jump over that same wall again, behind the goalpost, then that will count as a lap. And so you can finish the race really, really quickly that way. But, N64 Classic Edition. Oh yeah, I'm hoping for N64 Classic Edition as well. I mean, if they have an SNES Classic Edition as well as an NES Classic Edition, I'm pretty sure the N64 one will probably fly off the shelves more so than the Nintendo Switch itself has over the past couple of years. I'm serious, they will sell like freaking hotcakes. I'm just saying, the nostalgia for the Nintendo 64 system is just that strong. Even if it does cost $100 at the base MSRP, as long as the game selection is great and it has all the notable variety games, well, at least most of them, with maybe the exception of GoldenEye 007, then I think I'll be perfectly fine. So long as it has Diddy Kong Racing on it, then that's an instant buy for me. I'm serious. I will buy that game faster than the system would even be announced. Okay, maybe not in that fast of a sense, because I would still need to buy the... still have to get money to buy the dang thing. But I'm just saying. It's a very real possibility. I feel like this track was brought back in another Mario Kart game. Could it be returned from Mario Kart 7? I feel like 7 sounds about right. I think when Slim Kirby did his playthrough of Mario Kart 64, he also mentioned that as well. But I don't know for sure, because I do have Mario Kart 7, I just never played it. I never played Mario Kart 7, but I have played 8. And also 8 Deluxe. You know what I mean? Yeah, I also still have the Nintendo 64 as well. And that's the system I'm playing today. And the Mario Party games I own are Mario Party 2 and 3. I'm still looking into purchasing the first Mario Party at some point. As far as when, that remains to be seen at the moment. I mean, sure, I can go on Amazon and buy a used copy loose for about maybe $20. Which, honestly, is not too bad. It's not a bad price for an N64 game. This track was in Mario Kart 8? No it wasn't. I played Mario Kart 8 and this particular track was not in Mario Kart 8. I'm just saying. There was another... You're probably thinking of the DS version of Wario Stadium. In which case that is indeed in Mario Kart 8. This version, not so much. And I bet you, if this was brought back in, say, Mario Kart 9 or any future Mario Kart games for that matter, the lap counter would probably be cut down from 3 laps to, say, 2 laps. Because I know the Wario Stadium track in Mario Kart Double Dash, by default, has only 2 laps associated with it due to the fact that it's so dang long. But this, however, sure, it takes nearly 5 minutes to complete it normally on 50cc, but even so, it still takes, Mario Party 1 was really that hard to acquire? Interesting. Usually, if I'm hunting for retro games or something, I would check sites like Amazon, and if I absolutely have to, I would go to eBay, but most of the time I just stick with Amazon. I have had better experiences with Amazon in the first place. Not only that, but I also have Amazon Prime. And the reason why I got Prime was not only for the free 2-day shipping, but also for Twitch Prime as well, which gives you access to one free sub-subscription for a channel that you watch every month. Oh my god, get off of the wall, please. Take that. And not only that, but it also grants you access to other perks as well. Like at this point, I believe Twitch Prime is offering some free indie games. And just recently they had a free a free copy of Devil May Cry HD. So I went ahead and got that. Because it was a game that I have played before. Also, what the hell was that? I was thinking maybe I could just jump the track, but nope, not at all. Dang it! Oh, that's not good. By the way, there is one thing worth pointing out, and that is, if you're having a really hard time with any race whatsoever, if you are thrown into 5th place or below, then you will have the opportunity to start the track all over again. Which means you will have to go around an additional 3 times in order to be able to move on. This can be used if, say, you're having a really bad run of a track. Like right here with me, because I keep running into the damn penguins. But anyway, if you're having... Damn it! Come on! Why didn't I drift there? Ah, stupid game. Sometimes I swear games like these are just out to get me. But whatever. I'll be happy with a 3rd place finish if I even get that far. I'll be even happier if I manage to win. Oh! Nice! Oh, yeah, that feels good. I guess when it comes to this particular course, you do not want to drift too much here. I mean, sure, drifting is king when it comes to the later iteration of this track, which was brought back in Mario Kart Wii. In that game, drifting works a lot better. Just saying. Just saying. Alright folks, welcome to the original Royal Raceway. This track was brought back in Mario Kart 8. And if you watched my little bonus stream this past Wednesday, then you know that what the remake of this track looks like. Also, that particular stream is uploaded to my YouTube channel, by the way, for anyone wanting to view it. Here's a little fun fact for you. As soon as the video was uploaded, I got like 14 separate copyright claims from Nintendo. Again, thankfully, all of them were just simply claims and no blocking or anything of the sort, no restrictions, nothing. 14 separate claims. How? Why not just make one claim and claim the entire stream? I mean, seriously, it's not that hard. But, anyway, the claims themselves are automated. And I guess they're just automated within certain segments anyway, so it didn't really matter. I knew it was going to get caught under that anyway. I just felt like uploading the stream to YouTube for fun. because it is just that, a fun bonus stream. This game, I believe, is going to be no exception. It's probably going to get a boatload of claims from Nintendo as well. But anyway, at least this game, along with Mario Kart 8, is one of several Nintendo games that are supported under the Nintendo Creators Program. So even if it does get caught, it's not like I won't be able to make any money whatsoever off of the video whatsoever. It's just okay. Why would you place a banana peel on the... Why would you place a banana peel on the boost panel? I don't get it. But anyway, as I was saying, even if Nintendo does claim the... Oh, come on! Seriously? Welcome to Mario Kart! Banana peel and then thrown into the ravine. What else is new? Oh! Can't believe I got that snipe! Oh, I am the best around. Oh my god, seriously? Oh my god. I guess one piece of advice worth throwing out there is sometimes hitting the brakes is not a bad idea. Especially when it comes to tighter turns. But thankfully, you don't have to hit the brakes all that often. In fact, it's quite rare. Like about as rare as actually getting like a double bounce when coming off of this bridge. I managed to get one earlier and not even mention that, but still. And there we go. Victory is mine. Man, I love that so much. Damn, my back. As far as which version of Royal Raceway I prefer, I believe... I prefer the one in Mario Kart 8. The reason? It looks a lot prettier. Not only that, but I love the extra decorations and really the HD graphics too. Very nice homage. Fun fact, when it comes to Bowser's Castle, this particular track was brought back in Mario Kart Wii under the retro track category. I don't know if this particular track was brought back in any future Mario Kart titles, but I know Mario Kart Wii has it. If anyone that has played Mario Kart 7, does anyone know if it was brought back in that game, or if Mario Kart Wii was really the only game of which this track in particular was brought back in? How did I get a Starman in second place? Oh, gotta love the item randomizer. When it comes to this particular Mario Kart iteration, how it works, I have no clue. It seems that the item drops are almost random, no matter what position you're in. You can be in first place and you can get a Starman, for example. But I know you can't get a lightning bolt in that position, that's for sure. But it is possible to get a Starman. I guess one other thing worth talking about is that the character rosters are... Blech! The characters in this game are divided into separate weight classes. Characters like, say, Donkey Kong, Wario, and Bowser are in the heavy class. They have high top speed, but have low acceleration. Oh, dang it! I didn't even realize I hit the banana. Oh, screw you, game. Never played 7. Huh, okay. Yeah, I never played 7 either. Oh, come on! Worst timing for Thwomp ever. Dang it. But anyway, as I was trying to say, what was I trying to say? It seems like the item randomness is not really truly random. If you happen to hit the Z trigger at a certain frame, or on the very frame that an item appears, then you can get that item. I think. I could be wrong on that. But even so, it's not exactly the most reliable methods, and that's like on task level of precision. So you can't exactly look at each and every single individual frame and execute something like lightning bolts all the time. That's just simply something that no human being can do consistently. Again, as I said, it's a task level kind of a precision thing. But anyway, third place on the last race, still won anyway, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Whew, gotta say, that was a pretty heated race, that's for sure. And it's only gonna get even more insane from here. Oh yeah, the other thing I remembered I just remembered I was talking about not that long ago was some of the other characters are also distributed within a certain weight caliber. I've already explained the heavyweights, which are Wario, I believe Wario, no. Actually, maybe it is. Both Wario, Donkey Kong, and Bowser are heavyweights. However, the medium weight characters are Peach and Yoshi, or no, just Peach, Mario, and Luigi, and the more, excuse me, lightweight characters are Yoshi and Toad, I believe. Is that about right? I feel like Yoshi's more of a medium weight character, if anything. But I can't really say for sure. But I do know the bigger the character is, the heavier cart they have to drive. You know, this game is on original hardware where the game lags like crazy on this particular cup, or this particular circuit. By circuit, I mean this track. I cannot get the words right. What's this? Looking at Amazon right now. You're probably looking at a brand new copy of Mario Party 1. You can look at loose prices or used copies, and depending on the condition, like acceptable, then you should be able to find one for relatively cheap. I mean, unless you're an avid collector of N64 games, going for loose used copies is more than worth the price tag of, say, getting a brand new sealed copy in the box. Again, that's just my opinion, because I'm not exactly someone who collects games to display them on a shelf. I'm someone who collects games to play with, not display. Unless it's something I literally cannot use. Like, for example, the modem cartridge for the Nintendo 64 disk drive. I can't use that because, well, the service was shut down in 2001, and I think it's only available in Japan anyway, or it was only available in Japan. But hey, I'm just saying, it is a pretty valuable collector's piece, that's for sure. And I'm happy to have said collector's piece. Okay, I guess another thing we're pointing out is that this track was also brought back within Mario Kart Wii. And one major change, other than the graphical style and boat in the middle of the little river? Can you call that a river, or is it a creek? Anyway, the boat in the middle, it has more people standing on it, It has a lot of people standing on it, actually. But in this game, there's no one standing on the outside of the boat. But the only other change when it comes to this track is that if you happen to go off course, you would... random coconuts will be thrown at you if you happen to go off course for too long. But that only applies to this version. In Mario Kart Wii, that feature was removed. My only guess as to why is because that feature was just really, really annoying. And also there was a pretty good chance you could end up getting stun locked and essentially soft locked out of the game, I think. Unless you hit start and hit quit. But I'm just saying, hopefully it's something I won't have to show off anytime soon. And there we go. First race of the Special Cup is cleared. And I was just checking my phone, seeing what was up. It was just an email. Anyway, I guess looking at the technical aspect of this game, the game itself runs at 30 frames per second. However, it is subject to slowdown, and this is most apparent in the last track, which was Donkey Kong's track. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Now, this particular track here is a special track, and it also made its return in Mario Kart 8. The reason why this particular track is special is because, as you can see, the positioning for the different racers is not displayed on this course due to the multiple paths that you can take. But the positions themselves will be revealed upon finishing the race. Thankfully, this issue was gotten rid of and taken care of and when this track was brought back in Mario Kart 8. My only guess as to why this was such an issue for this version of the game was just due to system limitations and the way the whole checkpoint system works, I guess. Oh, that was too funny. He landed like... oh crap, baskets. Oh, this track in Mario Kart 8. Yes, indeed. I am a fan of the Mario Kart 8 version. In fact, I think I'm more of a fan of that version of the track than the N64 one. Not only due to the issues that were previously mentioned, but I believe this track was also made a lot easier due to the fact that the main track itself was widened quite a bit. Plus, the paths stick out a lot more. Okay, well that was lame. Not only that, but the bridge, the little tightrope bridge itself, that was gotten rid of in the Mario Kart 8 version as well. It's now just a single road, like any other part of the track. Just saying. You're a fan of this track. Cool. Take that, Bowser. Gotta say, that was pretty dang close. And there we go. Victory is mine! With everyone else just slowly creeping behind. Gotta say, that was a pretty close call. Pretty close finish. Alright, on to the next one. Welcome to Banshee Boardwalk. This track was... I believe this track was brought back in Mario Kart DS. I'm not too sure about Mario Kart Wii. Oh, dang it! Well, that could have gone better. Anyway, as I was trying to say, this track was brought back within Mario Kart DS for sure, and it was made a lot brighter. Gotta love that lightning bolt. Especially considering the fact that lightning bolt, if you happen to squish, if you happen to bump into an opponent, I can't see! I literally cannot see anything. Also, if you hold the accelerator down for too long while you're being picked up by Lakitu, then you'll spin out. Not exactly something you want to do, that's for sure. God, it's been so long since I've last raced on this track. If you couldn't tell, because I'm bouncing off the damn walls. Oh, damn it. Ooh, blue shell. Fun fact, I believe this game was the first game to introduce the blue shell mechanic, the infamous blue shell. Ah, for Pete's sake! You know I'm rusty if I keep falling off the track multiple times every lap. Well, if I keep falling off, at least I'll get the chance to restart the race without too much of an issue or penalty whatsoever. It is a bit of a waste of time, but oh well. I really feel like I need to turn up the brightness on my TV here in order to properly see this particular track, because really, a lot of this game is just pure darkness. Can't really see jack crap. Get out of here, Wario. Final lap. Let's hope we can make a good comeback as I nearly jump off the course again. Again, I wish I can see a little bit better without having to adjust my TV settings. Oh crap. This isn't gonna end well. Okay. Oh. I really should shut up. A box copy of Mario Kart 64 for $749.97. Wow. That's a lot of money for a box copy. Damn. Oh, shoes. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, this has not been a good race. Let me tell you. Can I take second? No, I can't. Oh well, I'll take a third place. Especially after that piss-poor performance, but Banshee Boardwalk is infamous for being really, really dark. Thankfully, the whole darkness issue was resolved when it was brought back within Mario Kart DS. Ugh, damn, that was annoying. But welcome, everyone, to my favorite track of all time, Rainbow Road. And there's a pretty big shortcut you could probably take here. Damn it, I missed. Just wasn't going fast enough. Anywho, if you happen to nail that shortcut properly, then you will cut at least a fourth of the track out completely. Oh boy. Let's see if we can make up for lost time. I'm sure I'll be able to, due to how generous... Oh, damn. Okay. Screw you, Chain Chomp. Fun fact, this particular track did make a return in Mario Kart 8. However, they done effed it up! How exactly? Well, by turning this particular track into one of those tracks where it has 3 separate sections, and then the finish line. So essentially, the Mario Kart 8 version of the track is only 1 lap. Plus, they mirrored this particular turn right here. Instead of going to the left like it normally should, it goes to the right. That normally doesn't occur until the Mirror Cup, the mirrored version of the track. But, still, just saying. As far as which version of this particular Rainbow Road iteration I prefer, there's a clear winner, and that is this one. Don't get me wrong, other than those minor gripes with Mario Kart 8's version of Rainbow Road on this particular track, they had a rainbow track in the F-Zero expansion kit. Yeah, that's true, they did. And it's basically a replica of this track. And if you have the expansion kit, it plays a really kick-ass remix of the Rainbow Road song from Mario Kart 64. However, if you don't have the expansion kit, then it plays a different song instead. Like, what's the name of the song again? I don't quite remember which one it is. But anyway, there's also another pretty big shortcut you can take here, and that is if you happen to have like a triple green shell, speed off until you reach the corner before the last turn, fire a shell, hit yourself and fly off the track, and then fly past the checkpoint. Lakitu will throw you back to just before the finish line, and that'll count as a lap. So essentially you can skip an entire lap that way. And if you're able to nail it consistently, then you can finish this track like so fast that it can be practically on world record breaking level. That's how fast you can finish the track in. But as for me, excuse me, just this first well-known shortcut is enough for me. I'm not exactly someone who's actively going out trying to get world records or anything. I'm not exactly the speediest of speedrunners out there. Granted, I do know a good number of games, like off the back of my hand, but that doesn't mean I'm qualified to be a speedrunner. I would need to know a lot more, like especially how the game functions from code to code. Essentially, nail every single shortcut perfectly, 100% like on a task level, and yeah. It just requires a lot of practice and a lot of playthroughs. Trust me, being a speedrunner is not easy. But it is fun to speedrun games, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, speedrunning games is not exactly the easiest of tasks. Okay. Looks like Wario and Mario are creeping up on me. Thankfully, due to the way the rubber band AI works, you can easily just keep your eye on them and essentially keep them off your tail if you happen to have the right items, that is. Here we go again. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, come on. Well, looks like I executed that really poorly. I meant to jump off the ramp, but I guess I turned off a little sooner. Oh, damn it. Take that. Fun fact, the chain chomp in the Mario Kart 8 version of this track, instead of chomping around the track, instead, they just bounce around as if they're balls, steel balls. And that's just due to the zero gravity aspect that they added to the track. I mean, it's a welcome change. I like zero gravity and it's quite fun. But still, nothing beats the original challenge of actually dodging the chain chomp as it's coming at you, multiple times throughout the entire track. Just saying. That's just my opinion. Definitely gonna keep this red shell on me for as long as possible. Knowing my luck, someone's gonna creep up on me any moment now. What did I tell you? I find it kind of ironic how, comparing this to the Mario Kart 8 version of the track, they turned like one of the longest tracks in Mario Kart history to the shortest track in the entire series, just due to the whole checkpoint system. I really wish there was like some sort of lap modifier that was available within not only the original Mario Kart 8 but also the deluxe version as well. Like, get rid of the checkpoints on this particular course and make it 3 laps again. I mean, with the way the whole kart system works within Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and even the original Mario Kart 8, we could finish the track a lot faster than we can right now. Like, sure, we took 7 minutes to beat Rainbow Road, but granted, we can get that done in like a fraction of the time, and like as little as 2.5 to 3 minutes. If we happen to have a proper 3-lap counter within Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe. But unfortunately, that's not going to be patched in ever. It's sad, but true. I don't even know how a track mod or a lap modifier would work when it comes to certain tracks in Mario Kart 8 anyway. Like, for example, Mount Wario is a good example. That track has an ending, and it's a pretty dang long track. If there was a lap counter, how would you do multiple laps? Perhaps there would be some sort of warp portal to warp you back to the beginning, if that could be implemented, but unfortunately, that's just simply not meant to be. And there we go, that's 50cc. All cups have been won in 50cc, so now it's time to move on to 100cc. And who are we going to use first? Bowser. Because, why the heck not? I know it looks like I'm kind of following a pattern right now, but really, I want to get the heavyweight characters out of the way, like, as soon as possible. And the reason for that is because heavyweight characters, despite them having the best top speed, they're also the hardest to control. I bet you many world records were made using characters like Bowser, Donkey Kong, and even Wario. Wario is probably the best character in the entire game, along with Yoshi and even Toad. I think Wario is more of a medium weight class character, if anything, rather than a heavyweight. Yet he functions much like a heavyweight character. Why is it like that within this game? I honestly have no idea. It's kind of weird to think about. Fun fact, it is possible to get that power-up that's attached to the Luigi balloon. And I believe if you get it, you will always get, I think, Blue Shell? I don't know, or Starman, every time. No matter what position you're in. Either way, accomplishing such a task is just really, really difficult. And I don't even know how a human player can actually manage to hit the power-up underneath the balloon on a consistent basis. Oh crap. Anywho, 100cc is when things start to get more difficult because the opponents get faster. Not only them, but you also get faster as well. There are also some other changes that are applied, but they only apply to certain tracks. The Mushroom Cup doesn't have too many changes between 50cc and 100cc and onward, but other cups like the Flower Cup onward do have a couple of minor changes here and there. but I'm just saying. If you want to go for like a head start boost, what you have to do is hit the accelerator as soon as the final light shows up, like as soon as it starts to illuminate. And another method that you can use to help you along your quest of getting a head start boost is to essentially hit the accelerator in the rhythmic fashion. Like as soon as the lights appear, hit the accelerator, as soon as they disappear, release, and so on until you eventually hit the final light. That's something I've been doing for years, but really that's not exactly the best way of going about it. Especially when it comes to tracks that introduce lag. Because that is a recipe for disaster, and you can end up spinning out if you happen to hold the accelerator for too long. Oh damn, that hurt. A lightning bolt in second place! I gotta go out and play the lottery after this. I swear to God. That is task level of power-up selection. I swear. Damn it. Stupid Monty Mole. Why do you always have to... Oh, God damn it. Well, barely took second place. And I'll be happy with that. I'm happy with that. Whew. Damn. That was kind of a disappointing end. But we still got 2 more races to go in this cup. Alright, let's go. Let's continue on our merry way. Oh boy. Now, as far as which character in this game is my favorite character, well, I can't really say who my actual favorite is, but definitely my favorite Mario character of all time is definitely Luigi. And usually whenever I play any Mario games that feature Luigi, I like to play as Luigi. Luigi's my man. He is my man. Out of my way, Yoshi. Fun fact, if you happen to run into those palm trees, there's a very high probability that you'll spin out. And if you spin out, well, you're going to be in trouble. Also, you may be wondering, why am I not using my mushrooms right now? Well, the reason for that is because there's a shortcut just over here. And if I... Ah, damn it! If I nailed it correctly, I could have cut off a good part of the track. But unfortunately, it's just not meant to be. Oh my god, off the wall, damn it! Okay, another thing worth pointing out when it comes to this particular track, you don't want to be in the water for too long. If you are in the water for too long, well then, you're going to essentially drown, and Lakitu will have to pull you right back out and back into the race. But here we go again. Come on, that's bull crap! I so got in there. I guess only certain weight caliber characters can really get in there efficiently, so characters like Toad, for example, they're really the only ones who can get in without an issue. But heavyweight characters like Bowser, unfortunately, he cannot get in so easily, if at all. Certain characters' weight classes also have different jump heights. Oh dear. Tied for second. I gotta beat Yoshi here within this next race. Otherwise, oh dear, it's not gonna be a good finish. Out of my way. I love that head start function. Especially if you're a heavyweight character and you manage to execute a head start, then you can really just essentially just push the entire competition out of the way. Wow. Upon crashing back down, landed on top of my own banana peel. How did that happen? Anyway, you don't want to be on the train tracks at all while the railroad crossing signal is going off. I mean, this is a video game, so racing... Oh my god, again with the lightning bolt in second place! I swear to god, I feel like I'm the luckiest man alive right now. Oh, jeez. I don't even know how this is even possible. But anyway, when it comes to this game, racing trains is okay, but never do that in real life, because if you do that in real life, you will always lose. Trains cannot stop immediately, not like cars or even trucks can. Not at all. Sure, they'll stop, but only when they're about 2 miles down the frickin' railroad track, while pushing you to your inevitable doom. I'm just saying, don't ever race a train in real life. It'll end badly. Very, very badly. Oh, man. Take that, Yoshi! One thing I definitely loved doing as a kid was just driving on the train tracks over and over again in time trials. It's a little fun thing that you can do, and fun fact, you can end up breaking this track quite a lot by driving to a certain point within the tunnel and then doing something extreme. I don't really know what, but if you happen to drive through the tunnel a certain way and then drive back through it again, then it'll count as a lap. And just repeat. Just rinse and repeat multiple times. And bada bing, bada boom. You win. Just like that. Oh boy. First cup down. 3 more to go within 100cc. And we're only an hour and 24 minutes into this session. But trust me, things are going to get even hairier as we continue on with future cups and future CCs. Oh yeah. Always love driving to the first place pedestal just to be able to grab my trophy. My well-deserved, hard-earned trophy. Funny enough, the trophies themselves look the same within 50 and 100cc. However, in 150cc and extra, the trophy changes completely to look more like an actual freaking trophy. I've always loved that Bowser scream. And funny enough, it stuck with Bowser for many years. I think up until Mario Sunshine, where he was given a proper voice. I seriously wonder, why is it that the Mario series hasn't really tried proper voice acting again since Mario Sunshine? Sure, their first attempt kind of fell flat, but I know they can definitely get away with trying it again sometime. I seriously wonder why they didn't really try too well or too much within Mario Odyssey, which is like the latest Mario game. I know in Mario Odyssey there is some instances of proper voice acting, but that's like that's just something that's very few and far in between. Like how few? Like I only remember one instance where proper voice acting was used, and that is in New Donk City, like during the festival. During the regular old festival, that was when proper voice acting actually occurred, and it never appeared again, other than the ending, where it only occurred for like one or two single words. That's it. Screw you, Wario. Screw you. Got your just desserts, Mario. Isn't that nice? Okay, another thing I haven't pointed out yet is you can change your heads-up display a little bit. By pushing C right, you can change out the minimap for a speedometer, which is measured in kilometers per hour. And if you hit it again, you can see like an outline of everyone's position throughout the entire track. And you can see every single character, what position they're in, and where they are on the track. If someone takes a massive shortcut, then the outline of that particular character jumps to that designated point within the track. However, everything else when it comes to that particular display disappears. So there's no longer a display for like the lap counter or the time that you're taking to complete the race. That's gone in that particular format. And I believe if you push C left, or no, C up changes your camera angle. One of these buttons here changes the music volume, meaning if you just want to turn off the music, you can, but doing so, nothing happens if you happen to turn off the music. It's just you're racing around in silence. That's about it. There's no environmental noise or anything of the sort. All you'll hear from that point forward is just the sound of cars and people throwing items and stuff of that nature. However, I think there's still music whenever the race starts and ends. However, don't quote me on that. Okay, so if you want to turn off the music or turn it down, push the L button. That's the button you hit. Funny enough, turning off the music doesn't really affect where the music track is. Like for example here, it does. If I turn the music off here, then the music will just continue from whatever point it would normally be if it was still playing. So essentially the music does still seem like it's muted, but maybe not completely. I'm just saying, it's just something that you can do if you so desired. But I like the music in this game, so I'm gonna keep it on. I'm coming for you, Toad! I'm the king of the frickin' Koopas. There's no way you can get away from me! At least not so easily. Get over here! I got a present for you. If I don't miss and end up putting myself in danger. Where the hell did Toad go? Perhaps he crashed into the wall or something. Well, anyway, here he is. Just being Toad and being like, I'm the best! Fun fact, Toad's entire voice track is different between the US and the Japanese version of Mario Kart 64. In the Japanese version, Toad's entire voice track was ripped from the Mario Party games for some reason, and so the voice track for the US version / international version, for some reason that was changed completely. As far as the reason why, I have no idea. Whew! Talk about a lucky pull. Lucky power up at the very end. That is for sure. Okay. So far, so good. We had a few close calls, but other than that, everything else has been hunky-dory. Let's keep it that way. Even if you don't get the orange spark when it comes to the head start, just as long as you get some sort of head start, such as like an accelerated head start without the boost, you're still perfectly fine. Sure, it would be preferable if you had the orange boost, but still. That doesn't mean it's the end of the world if you don't get it. And as you can see here, the guardrail for this section is completely gone now. Here's a little fun fact for you. Oddly enough, the banana bunch in Mario Kart 64, I think this is where it made its first appearance. But in like later Mario Kart games, the amount of bananas in the banana bunch was changed from 5 to 3. So essentially, the banana bunch got a nerf in future Mario Kart games. Why is that? I guess they thought 5 banana peels was too many. And if a player happens to hit the banana bunch in a weird angle, like at a 45-degree angle, then the entire banana bunch just falls apart. I guess that's like the risk versus reward of keeping the banana bunch behind you. But even so, figure I'd throw that out there. I don't think anyone else has even mentioned that. In fact, I don't even know of how many people even noticed the little nerf over the years of the banana bunch. Wow, okay, this is what I was talking about earlier, how the leader can sometimes just go really, really far ahead. It seems like this occurs only with Yoshi. If Yoshi happens to get a lead on you, he will fly like super fast, like Sonic the freaking Hedgehog fast. Almost to the point where he can possibly lap you. And if that happens, well, case in point. Well, that could have gone better. But anyway, at least this gives me the opportunity to retry the track again. And if you just simply retry the track again, it's perfectly fine. No consequences are counted against you. You don't lose points, nothing happens. You can easily just abuse this mechanic just to retry races over and over again as many times as you want. There's no need to worry about continues or anything of the sort, not like it was in Super Mario Kart, where you had to worry about lives and coin counters, stuff of that nature. Instead, it's just a minor slap on the wrist and it's like, oh, you didn't get 4th place or better? Well, too bad, you'll have to redo the track again. So, go at it, have fun. It's really not even much of a punishment, to be quite frank, but the severity of this does depend on the track. If the track is really long, like say Rainbow Road, then it's like another 7 minutes plus in order to even attempt the race again, which is really lame. But I'm just saying. Now back to what I was saying earlier about the leader taking a huge leap like Sonic fast. Apparently I was wrong, and it seems like this experience only occurs with Yoshi. If he gets in the lead, then he's going to speed away off into the sunset. Like somehow he's going to get 200cc upon reaching 1st place, and once he's out of sight, that's it. There's no getting past him again, ever. I guess that's what makes Yoshi so freaking broken. Also, that's one way the bank a turtle shell. So if Yoshi is like one of the top 4 contenders, keep him out of first place as often as possible. Otherwise, well, you're going to be completely and utterly screwed. I don't know if this issue was addressed within the Virtual Console version of the game. I'm going to say no, it never was. But I'm just saying, it's an issue for the original Mario Kart 64 game on the actual N64 hardware. As for other versions, not too sure. Okay. We're still okay for the time being. But I think I still have to get at least 2nd or 3rd place in order to secure my win. Secure my win for 1st place and win the cup. I think. That or I just have to get 2nd overall. Or 2nd place at the very least. Screw you, Peach. Here's a little fun little fact for you. When I was younger, based on the looks of Peach's portrait, for some reason it just kind of looks like as if she's baby Peach. Have you ever noticed that? She looks like her baby form? Why is that? Why is that even a thing when it comes to her character portrait, yet when you actually see her character model, she is perfectly normal? I guess another thing we're... Crap. I guess another thing we're pointing out... What was I gonna say? I don't even remember anymore. But Yoshi, what the hell? Where are you? I guess he had a Starman, so he was completely unaffected. Out of my way. Really? Really, game? Okay, no more screwing around. No more drifting for now, not until the next track, which will be in the next cup. Phew! There we go! Victory is mine! Barely, but damn. Gotta say, that was pretty heated. Pretty heated competition right there. That's for sure. Still won by a country mile, though. I'll gladly take that. And take that all the way to the frickin' bank. Time for yet another trophy ceremony. And unfortunately, the trophy ceremonies cannot be skipped in this game. You have to endure it each and every time. There's one more thing worth pointing out too, and that is, due to the way the scoring system works within this game, it's oddly really difficult to finish a Grand Prix in 4th place or below. Harder than finishing within the top 3. How is that possible? I have no idea. But anyway, here we go. There's our well-deserved trophy. First place yet again. That's something I love to see in racing games such as these. Congratulations! Oh yeah, let out that good old roar, Bowser. I cherish it so. Funny enough, that roar in particular, I think also made an appearance in Lost Odyssey. So essentially that particular roar is not an actual copyrighted piece. It's more so something available within the public domain, I think. I could be wrong on that. Anyway, since Bowser has, since we finished the first 2 cups with Bowser and 100cc, let's go with someone new. Peachy! Because I'm feeling peachy right now. And I'm not like Slim Curry where I'm gonna just select her last. Don't worry, I'm not that predictable. Although you can essentially turn my commentary into a drinking game of some kind. But anyway, Peach is a medium weight class character. And because of the medium weight class, she has balanced stats all around. Balanced handling, top speed, and acceleration. Heavyweights are more so geared towards top speed than acceleration and handling. But also a fan of Peach's quotes for this game. I feel like Peach or another character besides Toad had his entire voice track changed between the Japanese and US version of this game. I know Toad had his Mario Party tracks in the Japanese version, but here he's given his own unique voice track. As far as any other characters that also have the same sort of thing going on, I feel like Peach is another character who has that as well. Then again, it might be someone else. Well, anyway, that's just something I guess I feel like throwing out there for little fun facts, I guess. Fun fact, did you know that the competition really sucks with their banana placements, and so somehow they dropped the banana in front of themselves and sent themselves in a frenzy of a spinning rampage. Worst British accent ever. Well, granted, I've actually heard worse. I guess there's one more thing worth pointing out when it comes to the character models of this game. They're actually not 3D models. Instead, they're actually sprites. Like sprites you would see on, say, like the 16-bit Super Nintendo or even the 8-bit NES. The characters here are 64-bit sprites, and they're found only within this game. All future Mario Kart games from this point forward do have proper 3D models. But this game just stuck with sprites, kind of like Super Mario Kart. Oh, screw you, Yoshi. Well, at the very least, that wasn't too bad. Even so, could have been worse. Even on 100cc, it still takes quite a bit of time to... It does still take quite a bit of time to finish this course. Granted, Wario Stadium is one of the longest courses in the entire game. And I believe I said this during my 50cc run. But I'm just saying. Really, game? You couldn't give me the red sparks there? Funny enough, the sparks aren't even actual sparks. They look more like letter E. They look more like the letter E. Why is that? I have no idea. Perhaps it's trying to signify... I apologize for that voice crack. Is there seriously no one behind me right now? Oh, of course, Donkey Kong. He's always behind me. The top two competitors are usually always behind you at all times, unless they somehow overtake you, in which case they're always in front of you, until you catch back up to them again. But here we go. First race down, onward to the next one. And my frickin' foot. Okay. Oh, really? Stupid penguin! I find it kind of hilarious how the penguins, even if you run into them, there's like no impact whatsoever from the penguins. Like, they don't react at all. It's kind of like running into townsfolk in Sonic Unleashed. They're just there cheering Sonic on, except they're brick walls. And if you run into them, well, then you just come to a dead stop. Oh my god, damn penguin party! I don't want to join this party right now. I want to go away. I want to go home. Have some nice frickin' tea. But no, the penguins insist that I stick around. Well, that was wasted. Damn it. I don't think there's any way to get any sort of boosts from Lack 2 recovering you from stage hazards. Damn it! That seems to be happening to me quite a lot whenever I'm racing on this track. Usually I fall off or run into a penguin multiple times over. Funny enough, I think if you hit one with a Starman, they'll just disappear forever. Or for the remainder of the race. Dang it. I don't even. I guess another thing worth pointing out too, if you happen to be using a boost, you activate it and then you hit a wall, then you lose the effect of that boost. Well, that didn't quite work out. Also, how did I miss them? Whatever. Thankfully, Yoshi's not being broken right now. Granted, this can always change. Of course, goddamn penguin. Always have to ruin my frickin' day. Ugh, so lame. Another fun fact worth pointing out too is that these penguins also have a tendency to block. Like cock block all of your frickin' shots. When it comes to like red shells or even green shells. And that is really, really lame. Damn, third place. Not exactly a good spot to be in at this point. Especially considering, I believe the next track is Banshee Boardwalk. Wow, a three-way tie for first place. Damn. You'll see that every day. Excuse me. Out of my way, Yoshi. Yeah. Okay, I was wrong about the track. Banshee Boardwalk isn't until Special Cup. And that's still like another cup from now. Guess I was thinking a little too far ahead. Oh, really, Toad? You really had to... Whoa, that was close. You definitely don't want to be on the end of a bridge, having to slip off the side like that. Otherwise, it'll be a pretty big struggle just to get back onto the bridge itself. Well, it's not that big of a struggle. Even so, though. Get out of my way, Donkey Kong. Oh, damn you! Gotta say, that is a pretty nice shot on his end. And that was also a sweet shot from me. Okay. One other thing worth pointing out as well. I think I've said that a million times throughout the stream, but either way. Another thing worth mentioning is that the fake item blocks aren't actually blocks in this game. Instead, they're more like diamonds. Even the regular item blocks aren't actually blocks. They're more like diamonds. And funny enough, it's actually pretty dang difficult to distinguish fake item blocks from real ones, especially if they're placed alongside the real things in the first place. However, it is pretty easy to dodge a fake item block, because the fake item block itself, well, not in that instance, but anyway, the fake item box itself usually sticks out like a sore thumb, especially considering the fact that it has like a upside down question mark, so that's a pretty big indicator. Oh, damn it, game. By the way, if you happen to get shrunk down while you are suffering from the effects of the lightning bolt, everyone suffers the same length of the lightning bolt. Wow, okay. Wario apparently took the win by a country mile and a half. Why is that? I have no idea. Damn. Damn. This isn't good. I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to win this now. Again, it seems like whenever someone takes the lead, they skyrocket all the way to the ends of the earth. Like so freaking fast that it makes your freaking head spin. Ow, third place. This might end up being an instance where I may end up getting fourth place overall. Let's just hope that doesn't happen. And let's actually do something here. On this last course. This is our last chance to make up for the really bad performance over the past couple of tracks. Oh my god, seriously? Also, fun fact, this particular track has a slight change over between 50cc and 100cc going forward. On one of the hallways, there are now 2 thwomps instead of just 1. Plus, I think the thwomps also move faster as well, but don't quote me on that. I don't know how much faster they move, but they do move quite a... Wow, okay, thanks for the boost, Donkey Kong. Oh dear. Now Toad is way in the frickin' lead, and he's probably going to be riding all the way through the frickin' sunset. Or not. Yoshi's going to be the one to do that. Man. I gotta say, this is really, really tough. I really hate those skinny platforms the most, though. Screw you, Yoshi. Screw you. I don't even know where Donkey Kong is at this point, and it looks like he is flying. So, it looks like there's no way I'm going to be able to catch up with him. Maybe. I don't know. It seems like he's, like, way too far ahead now. And I have no chance to get back into first place. But I can't give up so easily. Not yet, at least. You can always screw up majorly. Granted, so can I. And along with anyone else. Oh no. This is bad. Even if you're shrunken down and you hit anything at all, then you're flattened as a pancake and you're gonna take quite a long time in order to recover. Honestly, I'm considering just simply forfeiting this race and just say screw it. But I'm not gonna give up. Oh, just took third. Well, unfortunately, this is an instance where I just end up losing the entire freaking cup. What's my final score? Am I second or third? Third. Yep, third, so I get bronze. Damn it! Whatever, at least we get to see a new victory sequence now. Man, that did not go well at all. Probably one of my worst runs yet. Man, that's lame. But hey, at least we still finished within the top 3. And that's really all that matters in the end anyway. Of course, if you want to progress further into the game, you do have to win all the cups. But as I've said before, I've already done that. I've already gotten the gold trophy for each and every single race, or every single cup, in every single circuit. But, still, I'm just saying, it is something you do have to do yourself. And looking at the bronze trophy, it's not too bad looking. Still, not as good looking as the gold trophy, but even so, the game still congratulates you anyway. Awarded the bronze cup. Thankfully, if you happen to have won a circuit and then end up losing it again, your current cup progress, whatever your highest one was, which in this case was gold, it's not overwritten. Unless you've gotten, say, bronze cup, and then you win the cup overall later on. Anywho, it's time for the last cup of the stream. Let's do this. Let's do this special cup. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh my god, I need to stop repeating myself. Okay, this track is called TK's Jungle Parkway. Well, so much for the nice head start. Oh well, I think we'll still be okay. I don't know if this game has like some sort of rivalry system in place when it comes to certain characters, but I do feel like your rivals are randomly chosen for each and every single run you do for any cup ever. Like whoever's in the top 3, whoever's in the 2nd and 3rd place, or even 4th place for that matter, they become your rivals, and they essentially stay in that position no matter what, so long as you don't let them in front of you, that is. Get out of here, Toad. There's also another pretty big shortcut you can take here. I don't think I'm going to show that off because at this point it's too risky. Though it is pretty easy to pull off. And that is, if you happen to jump in like the crevice of the cave's exit, like towards the bottom, then what you can do is essentially skip a lap. If you manage to do that, you can finish this circuit like really, really quickly. But doing so is not so easy to pull off. Especially if you're trying to do it consistently, that's even harder. Later, dude. Oh my god, get off the wall! I'm definitely considering showing off the shortcut at some point. But as far as doing it right now, now's not the time. Later, Toad. Later, Donkey Kong. It's always a good idea to have an item behind you at all times, no matter what CC you're racing in. And this is especially true for 150cc, where opposing racers will constantly be on your butt, on your bumper at all times. Also, what the hell was that? I had the opportunity to slow down and essentially nullify the banana's effect. Why is it that, you know, I didn't get any time whatsoever to even execute said thing? No idea. Screw you, Bowser. Screw you. Ow. Come on, come on. There we go. Phew, Peaches barely got it. Oh yeah, that feels good. Talk about a really, really close race. And that's only the first round. Ugh. Excuse me. Alright. That may have been a close first round, but trust me, it's only gonna get even more extreme from here on in. Here we go. Yoshi's Valley. Or is it Yoshi Valley? I think it's called Yoshi's Valley. Like, it's literally Yoshi's property. Like he owns real estate or something. I think. It might just be called Yoshi's Valley. I'm not too sure. Crap baskets, man. Well, that stunk. Especially considering the fact that I'm practically in last place now. I thought that red shell was going to come back and hit me in the ass. Oh boy, that wouldn't have been pretty. Screw you guys. Seriously, screw you. Alright. I think we can still make a pretty decent comeback here if we're clever enough. And especially if we're lucky enough to get some good power-ups. Ow! And not be a freaking idiot and use them properly. Oh, damn! Well, that was a pretty good comeback, though granted I did bounce off the freaking mountain at least twice. Another fun fact I feel like throwing out there is that, once again, there is a pretty big game-breaking shortcut, but it takes a lot of precision and it's also really, really difficult to pull off, especially consecutively. If you happen to jump off of the cliffside here at the very start and hit like a certain polygonal line, then you essentially skip a lap. If you manage to do it 3 times, then you'll essentially make a... You could essentially possibly get yourself a new world record if you manage to execute it 3 times in a row in a decent matter of time. That is if you manage to do so. Doing so, however, takes a lot of time, effort, patience, and lots of practice. Plus a lot of luck as well, because you have to get triple mushrooms in order to even begin to execute said trick. Just saying. Phew! Alright! What a comeback. What a freaking comeback. That is for sure. That I'm happy with. Camera angle? Why are you being weird? Whatever. Let's move on. Of course, Banshee Boardwalk. Oh, how I hate this course and the darkness. Okay. Due to the way this course is laid out and how dark this place truly is, it's honestly a pretty good idea to not drift at all in the entire track. Otherwise you're going to be sending yourself flying into an early grave. And it's going to be happening quite a lot. Crap! Damn it! Once per lap, every time, I swear to God, that always happens. Ugh, so lame. Alright. I'm sure we can make this up somehow. I'm sure we can. Really? God damn it, game. God damn it, Mario. Damn it! Even slowing down there, I still couldn't see shit. Even the Starman doesn't seem to help you with illuminating the darkness. Not like in the later Mario Kart games where it actually does help you a little bit. In some instances. As far as this particular game is concerned, not so much. Final lap. That. Alright. I really don't know how I can... Damn it! Well, definitely not going to be using this in the proper way. Oh my god. Get off the wall, Peach. This isn't the time to be hugging a wall. Oh my god. Damn you, darkness. Ah, Jesus flip. I hate that. Get out of here. And third place. I'll take it. I'll gladly take it. That could have gone so much better. That is if I was if I was able to see the damn track. But for the most part, I can't. I can't see jack shit. I hate that so much. Oh well. It's time for Rainbow Road. Let's make up for all that. Oh man! I guess I didn't turn soon enough, so of course. Completely effed over. Maybe it was just too risky to take the shortcut. I don't know. I really feel like that I should have turned sooner. But timing that particular shortcut is just... That's a task within itself that's pretty dang difficult to figure out. Oh crap. I was afraid that was going to happen. Oh dear. Oh, this is just not my cup. Especially considering the fact that I keep running into damn chain chomp over and over again and missing power-ups left and right. Not only that, but running into practically every obstacle in this freaking game. Every one. I honestly could have used a lightning bolt there rather than a Starman, but whatever. Screw you, Wario. As much as I like you, you're kind of a jerkwad. Later, Luigi. I may love you, but you are in my way. Later, dudes. Oh boy. I wonder, should I even bother trying the shortcut again? I honestly feel like I should go for it anyway, just go for YOLO strats at this point. Just so I can get a little bit of a leg up on the competition. I may go for it. As long as I can get Bowser off my damn tail. Well, so much for that plan. Especially considering the frickin' banana peel screwed me over out of the opportunity. Damn, I hate that. Oh well, hopefully I can catch up to Donkey Kong. Because he is really, really far. Damn it. Well, so much for being able to catch up to him now. I think the only way I'll be able to catch up to him at this point is to do the shortcut and execute it flawlessly. Unless he ran into a chain chomp or two, which it looks like he did. Woo! Nice! Oh, come on, game! Oh, damn it. This just isn't my day. Oh well. I think we'll still be okay. There's still a good chunk of this track left to go, and we still have an entire lap left yet. Wow. I'm surprised Bowser didn't pass me there. I guess he got ate by the damn chain chomp as well. I mean, I did hear him scream after all. Out of here, boy. Get out of here. To be quite frank, the reason why I love this track so much, other than the music, is definitely the aesthetic atmosphere which this track itself presents. You're in outer space and you see nothing but these awesome constellations of all the different Mario Kart characters. Sure, they did bring that back in Mario Kart 8 in the form of fireworks, but still, it's not as cool as the actual constellations themselves. Going for a jump. Got it! Haha! I knew I would be able to nail that at some point. And this'll definitely help. This'll definitely help me out a lot. Just as long as I don't run into too many chain chomps for the remainder of the lap. I think I'll be okay. So long as I keep calm and drive like I normally do. Funny enough, when it comes to this iteration of Mario Kart, you see more lightning bolts strike you than blue shells. Why is that? I'm not too sure. Perhaps the blue shell itself is just so rare that even if you're in 8th place, there's not a very... the odds of you getting the item is not very high. Just a little bit further now. And victory is assured. In fact, why don't we celebrate this well-earned victory by doing something crazy. By doing this. Just drive backwards across the finish line. Because why not? Am I right? I love doing that. It's one of those rare opportunities that I just simply felt like taking because why not? Am I right? 551 to 611. And there we go. Victory is mine. Finally. Redemption from the last cup. That is for sure. And with that, that's 50 and 100cc fully completed. We won basically every single cup except for Star Cup and 100cc, but as I said earlier, since I gotten all the gold trophies anyway, it's not like it really matters all that much in the end. So long as I'm showing off all the cups and all the characters, that's all that really matters to me. Winning is just a nice cherry on top of the cake. A nice, well-deserved cake. My favorite kind of cake is cheesecake. I love cheesecake. I could go for some right about now, but damn, those things are so bad for you. But man, they're so freaking good. And there we go. Victory is mine, and that's the end of this particular stream. Sure, we are only about 2 hours and 16 minutes into the session, but as I said earlier, I've only planned to cover the 50 and 100cc for this particular session. So I'm going to go ahead and end things here. This is General Snivy with the Mario Kart 64 playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this stream and you were able to attend live, thank you for attending. And if you liked this live stream, please remember to leave a like on YouTube. Next time, we're going to begin the hardest CC classes in the entire game, which are 150cc and extra. and I am definitely not looking forward to those. And those will be happening tomorrow at 12 p.m. noon Eastern Standard Time, unless something occurs, in which case, well, I will be sure to let you all know on Twitter, like, as soon as possible. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all later.